Is it a fact or just an opinion? Have you ever heard someone say,
chocolate ice cream is the best?
Or maybe someone said,
the sun is hot.
These two sentences sound true, but they are not the same. One is a fact. One is an opinion. But how do we know which is which? Let's take a walk through a magical forest. In this forest, two creatures live side by side. One is a strong and steady bear named Facto. The other is a colorful, chatty parrot named Oppany. Facto only speaks what he can see, hear, touch, or prove. Oppany, on the other hand, loves to talk about what she likes, feels, or believes. They are both important, but they do very different things. Let's follow them for a day. One sunny morning, Facto says,
the sun rises in the east.
That is something everyone can check. It happens every day. People all over the world agree. That is a fact. Then Oppany flaps her wings and says,
sunrises are the most beautiful thing in the world.
That sounds nice, but not everyone agrees. Some people like sunsets more. Some like rainbows. That is an opinion. Facts are like bricks, they are hard and solid. You can build something strong with them. You can test them. If you drop them, they don't change.
Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius.
Is a brick. You can measure it. You can try it yourself. Opinions are like balloons, they come in many colors and shapes. They float and change. They are fun and light.
I love cold weather.
Is a balloon. It might float high for you, but someone else may not like it. That's okay. We all have different balloons. Let's go back to our forest friends. They find a tree with red apples. Facto says,
there are 5 apples on this tree.
You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a fact. Oppany says,
red apples are tastier than green ones.
Some people may think that. But others love green apples. That makes it an opinion. Here's another way to tell the difference. Ask yourself,
can I prove it?
If the answer is yes, it is probably a fact. Ask,
is this about what someone feels, likes, or believes?
If the answer is yes, it is probably an opinion. Let's try a few more.
The moon is made of rock.
That's a fact. Scientists have studied the moon. They brought back moon rocks. We know what it's made of.
The moon looks magical at night.
That's an opinion. It's about a feeling. Some people might think it looks spooky. How about this one?
Dogs are better than cats.
That's a big opinion. Some people love dogs. Some love cats. Both are good pets, but which one is
better?
Depends on who you ask. Now let's play a game. Imagine you are in a classroom. The teacher says,
today is Tuesday.
You look at the calendar. She is right. That is a fact. Then she says,
Tuesdays are the best days of the week.
Some kids might agree. Maybe there's pizza for lunch. But others might like Fridays better. That's an opinion. Here's another fun way to think about it. Facts are like the pieces of a puzzle, they fit together to make a clear picture. When you collect many facts, you learn more about the world. Opinions are like colors you choose to paint your picture. They make things special, but they don't fit the same way for everyone. Let's visit Facto and Apani at the river. Facto says,
water flows downhill.
That's something you can see. That's a fact. Apani says,
the sound of the river is peaceful.
That's what she feels. That's her opinion. They sit together and watch the water. Facto doesn't mind Apani's opinions. He knows they are part of who she is. Apani doesn't try to change the facts. She knows they help her understand the world. We need both. Facts help us know what is real. Opinions help us know what people think and feel. Let's pause here. Do you know how to spot a fact now? Can you tell when something is just someone's opinion? Don't worry if it's still a little tricky. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Let's follow Facto and Apani to the meadow. They see a butterfly. Facto says,
butterflies have 6 legs.
You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a fact. Apani says,
butterflies are the prettiest insects.
That's how she feels. Some people might think ladybugs are prettier. That's an opinion. Next, they see a big cloud in the sky. Facto says,
clouds are made of tiny drops of water.
That's something scientists can explain. That's a fact. Apani says,
clouds look like fluffy marshmallows.
That's her idea. Not everyone sees the same shape in clouds. That's an opinion. Do you see the pattern? Facts are things we can check. Opinions are things we feel. Let's try a few together.
The earth goes around the sun.
That's a fact. It's been proven.
Summer is the best season.
That's an opinion. Some kids love snow in winter.
Most leaves are green.
That's a fact. You can look at trees and see.
Green is the happiest color.
That's an opinion. You might like blue more. Let's follow Facto and Apani to the meadow. They see a butterfly. Facto says,
butterflies have 6 legs.
You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a fact. Apani says,
butterflies are the prettiest insects.
That's how she feels. Some people might think ladybugs are prettier. That's an opinion. Next, they see a big cloud in the sky. Facto says,
clouds are made of tiny drops of water.
That's something scientists can explain. That's a fact. Apani says,
clouds look like fluffy marshmallows.
That's her idea. Not everyone sees the same shape in clouds. That's an opinion. Do you see the pattern? Facts are things we can check. Opinions are things we feel. Let's try a few together.
The earth goes around the sun.
That's a fact. It's been proven.
Summer is the best season.
That's an opinion. Some kids love snow in winter.
Most leaves are green.
That's a fact. You can look at trees and see.
Green is the happiest color.
That's an opinion. You might like blue more. Let's visit Facto and Apani in the kitchen. Facto says,
bread is made from flour, water, and yeast.
That's a fact. You can look at a recipe. Apani says,
fresh bread smells amazing.
That's her opinion. Some people may not like the smell at all. They taste the bread. Facto says,
the bread is warm.
That's something they can both feel. Apani says,
this is the best bread in the world.
Maybe it is to her. But others might like different bread. Let's stop and think. Why is it important to know the difference between facts and opinions? Imagine you are in a group project. Your friend says,
we should use red for our poster because it's the best color.
That's an opinion. You might like blue. Then another friend says,
we need to turn in the poster by Friday.
That's a fact. You can check the date on the teacher's note. Knowing the difference helps you make better choices. You won't argue over things that are just opinions. And you won't believe everything people say if it's not a fact. Here's a tip. If someone says something, ask,
can I check this in a book or online?
If yes, it might be a fact.
Is this just how they feel or what they like?
If yes, it's probably an opinion. One more trick. Look for words like
best, worst, beautiful, ugly, fun, boring, awesome,
or
terrible.
These words often show someone's opinion. But words like
is, has, can, does,
or
was
are often used in facts. Let's end our walk with Facto and Apani watching the stars. Facto says,
there are many stars in the sky.
That's a fact. You can see them. Apani says,
stars are magical.
That's her opinion. But it makes you feel something special. Facts help us understand the world. Opinions help us enjoy it. When you read a book, listen to a story, or talk to a friend, try to think.
Is this a brick or a balloon?
That simple question can help you learn more every day. And remember, both bricks and balloons are important. Just don't mix them up.